So now that everything has been resolved, we can finally start our super fancy pants adventure. And with that, I would like to pass over the mic to Dad Stando and wish him the best of luck on his run.
Well, hi, it's me again from yesterday. Sorry for looking like a mess. Wasn't expected to be on the stream again, but welcome to Super Fancy Pants Adventure. I'd like to let the audience pick a random number. Okay, so it's gonna be
most votes most votes to 2. I see.
Okay, thanks. Because that's the red one would be the unlucky one. Do you want a fancy Christmas hat?
Just stick it at the pants.
Only the pants. Okay. So timer starts when I start moving. So hold on. So whenever I move now, the time starts. So if someone could do a countdown.
3, 2, 1, go! Also, hi, I'm Nandy. I'm here.
Yeah, this is my boy. He doesn't know the game, but it's okay.
I'm here for mental support.
Mental support, indeed. So pretty much there's a little cutscene right now. It's unskippable. But the main thing about this game is the momentum, which is going to be done by holding pretty much holding down and then jumping, which gives you a crazy amount of speed. It's also a pretty input-heavy game because you pretty much can't just type or something. You always have to pretty much move.
Those are the best speed games in my opinion.
Yeah, it's only thing is if you don't stream with Mike like me, it's pretty much impossible to chat while running.
Maybe we should just add a mic instead then.
Yeah, but I'm lazy. But anyways, the main thing is the movement. Obviously, I'm gonna try to do as many I guess slide jumps, you can name them, as possible. But sometimes the enemies are in the way, so I try to not do it sometimes. Because the hardest thing about this run are the enemies, and they can be incredibly frustrating. But the early parts of the game are quite easy.
Also, his weapon is a pencil.
Yeah, and it later gets upgraded to a pen, actually.
Wow. So, if you look at the top left, you can see those spinal thingies. Those are actually like collectibles of this game. You get an extra life when you have 99, right?
100, yeah.
100, yeah. But you can also use them to buy, for example, upgrades in the shop that is in this game.
Yeah, you can buy... we in this run buy 2 health. Well, I buy 2 health upgrades for safety, and 3 damage upgrades, which are going to be handy for the final boss and a kind of mob rush, I guess, which are mandatory. And you can also buy like extra moves, like attacking moves, but we don't, because why would we?
And also, you're probably recognizing this game because this used to be a old Flash game, and it actually has 4 parts, and this is part 4, and it's the only version that came out on Steam.
Yeah, I think moving to the keyword to split, but I don't have a splitter.
Kitty.
Wow. Yeah, that's here we get the pen upgrade, which allows us to do this, slide along these boards, I guess.
More or less like papers.
Yeah, paper. So this is gonna be a returning, I guess, gag in the game. You're gonna be seeing it a couple of times, but right now it's hard to commentate. Ah, dang it! Trying to get it PG-13.
I mean, I could fill you in with a quick donation if you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
We have a €1 donation from Nils saying, "Good luck on the run." I have a question for the runner as well. How fancy are those pants, really?
Fancy.
Quite fancy. Fancier than Gucci.
Nah, Supremes did it.
He also has a Gucci belt.
Oh my god.
But it's invisible, so don't worry. So here I'm gonna try to do a... I didn't get it. If you mash on at the right time, you get a quick cutscene skip. But for some reason, I used to get it consistent every time, but I suppose not this time. Marathon luck, I guess. So here we jump on the spider and try to get as much momentum. Also, you can only get more momentum by actually like doing it up a slope or down a slope. So you can't do it everywhere. So. Also, shoutouts to the world record holder because his PB is pretty good. And to the Fancy Pants Adventure speedrun community in general, because they're really nice. And if you want to join, I think on our speedrun.com page we have the Discord link. But I'm not sure, so if you want to make sure to join, just PM me on Twitch.
So it's just basically speedrun.com/SFBA.
Yeah, yeah, indeed, it's SFBA, yeah.
I did my research.
Wow. So as you can see, if you get hit by an enemy, you get slowed down. So that's frustrating, and it slows down your speed game. But it usually like loses like 1 second. The thing I'm worried about the most is losing health, because dying is again really frustrating, and it loses a lot of time, especially if you die at the last moment of a level, because then you would have to start the level all over again.
Why does every game you speedrun have a great OST? His OST is so good.
Yeah, it's so relaxing. Okay. As you can see as well, we're now moving to orange instead of like yellow, so it's kind of the game showing to the progression. And actually as well, in a little bit there's a tiny skip coming up, which is super easy to do. And yeah, it saves like 20 seconds, I believe. I'm not quite 100% sure though. Also, you see these purple spikes. Yeah, those are the worst, because if usually if you get hit, you just bounce backwards, I guess. Those send you back to like a sort of checkpoint. So here's the little skip. We go here, slide down. Oh, almost got hit. That was clutch. And then just upward slash to be in the air. So that skips a little bit of the level.
Nice.
So here I'm gonna try to do something difficult. Ah, I didn't get it. If I would have gotten up there, it would have saved like 5 seconds. Also, that's decent so far. Usually you don't get movement until it says run. But if you slide jump beforehand, you have a little bit of momentum. So if you keep that momentum, you can just move along the level before it says run, which saves a couple of seconds. And I'm actually on good pace, which is good, because these levels are like the beginning game is quite easy. Later stages, incredibly annoying. So this is the first, I guess, mob rush of the game. There are 2 mandatory ones, not including a boss fight or boss stage, I guess. So that was the first one. It's quite easy because the enemies have low health, but later you will see them having bigger health. Also, nice enemy there. You can just jump over him.
So, like we mentioned, this game has 4 versions, and does this game actually have a story?
I actually wanted to mention it. I don't know what the story is, really. I think it gets explained in the beginning cutscene, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, we're speedrunners. We basically skip everything.
Also, this is a nice place to see how fast you can go, because this is actually like a really nice place to just jump and jump and jump. So this is about the place where we get our first upgrades. Usually you get like, well, usually every time actually. Like, you don't have to worry about the squiggles, or I don't know what they're called actually. But you usually have enough, so don't worry too much about it. So we buy 2 health, 1 health and 2 damage. You don't need to pick them up, luckily. This is really good pace, nice.
World record incoming?
Nah. It's the world record, actually. We have 2 different, well, not categories, but like 2 different sections. Current version and all versions. But the all versions has the is playing the old version, which can stop the final boss from moving, which saves like a lot of time because in the actual final boss it moves around a lot.
So
damn.
are you playing on the current version right now?
Yeah,
Oh,
current
okay.
patch. Okay, that was a really nice boss fight because usually I die here. So this is going really well so far. And we're actually going to have another boss fight here, which is a billion times easier. Okay, that was a mismovement. It's here is also quite a good example of the slide jumping, because as you would see right now, it's really quite slow.
Hey, it's Master Hand. There's
Master
crazy
Hand,
hand.
crazy hand. But like this, you can pretty much jump across the whole room.
Oh, wait, it's the boss fight from Odyssey.
So you just wait till his hand show up, mash to destroy it, then he smashes the ground, wall jump up those, and you're done. Literally the easiest part of the game. Well, except if you fail the jumps, but you really wouldn't. So we jump here and get another upgrade. It's a really nice one because it usually you only have melee attacks, but now you also gain a shooting attack, which you will see in a second.
Wow.
That it can create platforms as you. Oh no! It has two stages. The whatchamacallit? Well, that you can see through it, and the completely black version, but you can't jump on it when it's when you can see through it. So here are the most annoying enemies of the game, the birds, because they can shoot, and they're the bane of my existence. So we melee attack there, so to not get hit. Slide down here, hope to not get hit. Yes, nice. Ooh. That's alright though. It's not like in the purple spikes. So. Okay. You see those black like things out of the ground? Like that's really. Okay, nice. They come out of the ground, like they give you more ink, so you can shoot and stuff. And later you actually get a dash, which costs ink as well. So this is me just concentrating because this world is quite hectic with all the birdos.
You're actually making me really interesting because like this is like for me it's this like the fourth time I've seen this run, but like I said, I'm just here on co-commentary for extra supports, making sure the commentary goes well. But you're actually making me really interesting in this game.
It's really fun, but like if you're gonna run it, it's gonna be hell the first times because you need to know the enemy placements.
Are those enemy placements RNG or?
Yeah, they are RNG and they can actually mess up your wall climb or like the hanging on thingy. Don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. No, no. Ah, dang.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
We have a €1 donation from Marty saying, "Good luck with the run." And can we get a ree from the host? Oh, yes, you can.
Thank you.
Good thing my voice is dead. That makes it even better.
Okay, so I'm close to death right now, so I hope I won't die right here.
Actually, my ears are hurting right now because host volume is really high up.
So as you see right now, there's a pirate on the screen, and in the next few stages we need to save 2 more pirates, if I'm correct, which allows us to pretty much just proceed to a boss, which is another mob rush. Which I call I have a lovely name for it. Really.
Really?
Well, my splits, but PG-13, so I won't notice it. Also, I slashed those enemies beforehand because we need to free this boyo and then go back. But I slashed some enemies so I don't get hit in the next few seconds.
I love how he calls you Fancy Pants Man.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have a name. His name is Fancy Pants Man.
Actually, I think on the boss fight, nah, actually, we'll just see. So I'll. Never mind. No, don't shoot me. Okay, I'm just gonna shoot him for safety. Yeah, actually, I need to restart the game in a little bit because it, as you can hear, this music is not supposed to be playing. But I'll reset or that's not supposed to happen. Okay, I need to restart the game.
Wow, you soft locked.
Yep.
Oh. This is what happens when you play Flash games, but we're gonna have a problem now with cropping on stream.
And this never. No, it's pretty. I think gonna be. Yeah, I can see it as well in there. So if it start up.
Yo, is that the
Oh,
notes for
of
380? Mm.
Is that good?
Bit more up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So what was supposed to happen is just the music playing normally, but what actually happened, for some reason, oh crap, the game did something early or something, which sequence broke the game. So that was really nice. Oh, thank you.
Unintentional skip.
This was intentional, actually. No,
Oh.
just kidding. So we killed this boyo, not because it's necessary, but just for safety. A little skip coming up here. We wall jump up here, backflip into that. Slide jump. No, okay.
Oh,
that's
saved.
fine. That's fine.
Nice.
Slide jump up there. Yeah, that's perfect. Well, except for falling, but first try. Right. So we roll down here to get some momentum. Oh, that's perfect.
Nice.
And we don't want enemies to fall down there, because then I would have to go down, because every enemy that spawns out of the pipe I need to kill, except for the birdo for some reason. But yeah, if an enemy falls down there, you have to go down and kill it, which loses some time. Also, fun part here, yes, I didn't get damaged. That's if you don't have the right momentum, you can get damaged easily, which really sucks. So upcoming is a kind of boss fight-ish thingy. It's more like a mob fight. Also,
I want to see pirate emotes in chat right now.
oh, shoutouts to backflips.
Never skip likely.
So we take out these tentacles and then they wrap around the ship and spawn a enemy spawner. As you can see. Also, I usually try to stay on one end of the stage to so it's easier to shoot enemies. Then just move around the stage with melee attacks. And that should be the last one. Yeah. So now we're getting our last upgrade, which is a dash, which you will see in a little bit.
Also, you see like this little bar on the top right. When he shoots, it fills up. Oh,
Yeah.
it goes down, and
yeah.
if you slash it, it goes up, but it's rotated, so it looks kind of dumb.
So this world is centered around portals. I think this is a portal knockoff, actually. No, just kidding. But this is centered around portals, and there are a few skips, luckily. So that's nice. Yes, okay, that enemy always screws me over, as well as those two, but I'll just kill them. And I want as much ink as I can, because the dash is... okay then. Intended,
Wow.
I mean.
RNG manipulation for the next screen.
Sure. Oh, that was perfect. Skip is coming up here.
Told you.
So we backflip there and slash, and it skips the whole background,
Nice.
which is like 30 seconds, I believe. Thank you. Also, some weird physics here. I can't, when I jump on them, I can't really, like, it stops my forward moving because reasons, I guess. So now you're just gonna see some casual gameplay. But yeah, the dash is really important in this world because it has a couple of skips. And for some reason, the developer didn't like one of the skips, so he actually, like, on the screen there, you can see in the background a purple wall. We used to skip this stage completely by going on the trampoline and then, like, going to the back wall. Just skip the whole stage, but he put a wall there because the developer doesn't like us speedrunning. Nah, just kidding. The developer is a really nice dude. So yeah, almost the next skip coming up. I hope I'll get a good cycle here. Yeah, that's a good cycle. Nice. So as you also can see, I have a fancy pants counter, which the pants counter is pretty much your lives. I think if you game over, the world just restarts completely. So
his pants drop when you game over.
The developer needs to include that for sure.
Super fancy pants, mature version.
18 plus. Oh, for every YouTube channel that makes videos on this game, 18 plus. Really. Okay, good. So a little bit of a skip is coming up right here as well. So you see this in the background. You probably can't see me on, like, it's hard to see me on stream. But I pretty much went out of the portal, went backwards to skip the whole thingy because you usually would have to go around, like, circles and stuff. But here, don't. Ah, no.
Almost.
You have to get here, some momentum here.
This looks good.
Yeah, that's good.
There we go.
If you don't have momentum there, you get hit by the purple thingy. It saves like 10-15 seconds in total. So, and now I'm just gonna hope that the things don't screw me over, because that happens as well. Oh, that's so satisfying, because you usually have to grab like the yellow bars. But it's super satisfying when you just skip to the bouncy pad.
This artwork is also really, really good.
Also, this is a nice example of not being able to almost. Yeah, that's bad. Usually, the perfect thing, you could actually like jump over the boss, but it's really hard because you don't get any momentum there, almost.
This boss fight really reminds me of Mr. Sax from Rayman 1.
Yeah, but it's like 10 times easier because you have to hit the balls into him.
But just the thing with like, yo, you walk through him and after that you hit it with what is in Rayman 1 music. Yeah.
So now I have to wait for it to get closure. And then we actually have to click into this stage. Okay. Which is also here we're gonna buy our last upgrades, which is another damage and another health. And the last mob battle is gonna come up as well. Good cycle, nice RNG. So here you can see like bigger enemies, like they suck up every hit of mine. So like the small enemies are nice. I don't know if they're all random, which enemies would spawn. I think they are actually. But it just shoot most of them and you're quickly. So go up here, backflip over this boy. Reading. That's fine though. You can hold on to actually to like platforms, which can be annoying when you want to go down and you like he just hangs onto a wall. But right there, it's necessary to go over there. There's actually a skip right here, but I'm not gonna try it because I'm bad.
That's the dash, by the way.
Yeah, that's the dash again. Oh, that was clutch.
Nice, good cycle.
That Birdo can really screw you over, so I'm glad I killed it there. It really usually moves away from you, but I'm glad it doesn't. You always get hit here because the developer didn't really account for the momentum down the slope, so I don't really worry about that one. Wow.
So we're also getting closer to the end of the game, right?
Yeah, this is the last world, and I think we're on good pace. And the last world is going.
What
good
was
as
your
well.
PB again? Like a 22, right?
No, my
Oh.
PB is a 28. And 28.15.
28.050. What?
28.15.
Oh, 28.15.
Uh,
You put an O after everything.
yeah, I don't know why. I guess course of habit because Rayman 3 went 106 by the way.
Soon TM.
So casually, I really didn't know what to do there. Like the first time playing it, I was like, "What do you do here?" Like there's a big wall, but what do you have to do? But you pretty much you can hang on to the walls and like jump upwards. But I didn't notice that when I was playing this casually. So it took me like 2 hours to figure out what to do because there aren't like many Let's Plays of this game. Gonna hit the.
Most of the times, the previous versions of this game are Let's Play, to be honest. I've actually watched a few when I was little.
Yeah. Also, it's fun to see like, because I got into the speed game like in the beginning of the community of this speed game, so it was really fun to see all the skips and stuff being found all over it over. Actually, like one of the first skips that the developer like patched like one day after was a because he's nice, right? Was an infinite jump which involves the pen shooting. So I think like it was like shoot and then jump and then shoot and jump and shoot and jump, which pretty much skips like everything of the game. It wasn't easy to do, but he's wow.
Good job.
But he patched it anyways, which is sad. But it's alright because it's a different speed game here. So there's a little... And also in the old days of speedrunning, you could jump over here and like skip this cutscene. He also patched this.
No,
rip
Patsy
cutscene.
boy.
Rip cutscene skip. So right now we're entering the final boss, and this is definitely going underestimate if I don't die. And you
Oh,
can't
he's
actually
going
die.
into the real world now.
Yeah. Also, you shouldn't be able to move here, but if you move, like if you hold like left D-pad or right D-pad, you can move and skip pretty much being stuck. It doesn't really do anything, but it's just nice to move around. So here's the ink version of Fancy Pants, I guess, which has a different, couple of different attacks. He throws things, he stretches his arm out, which you can dodge by the dash, which is really nice. But the main damage source is just hitting it with a normal slash. This is actually going really well so far. So time is coming up when I enter a portal. This might be a PB actually.
It's
Wow.
2 BBs in one marathon, damn.
That's 3 PBs in a row. Yeah, that's gonna be PB. Sub 28 hype. So time is gonna be now. Time.
Sub 28.
Sub 28, actually a PB. Wow. So thanks for, I guess, seeing this one. Was
Also
fun.
to be continued, so...
Oh, and also I'm back here in the bedroom because after you finish the boss fight, it's pretty much you enter New Game Plus and can play the game over and over again. So yeah, this was Super Fancy Pants Adventure, and thanks for watching.
Good luck.
And thank you for the run, Stan. And congrats on the PB as well. So before we swip the games, I would like to let you know about our sponsor ViewSonic, who has supported the event with several monitors for the streaming area as well as several practice monitors. Obviously, with minimal latency for speed and accuracy. They simply understand gamers and want to show their support to continue BSG and to spread the love in gamers in Europe.